What's happening, guys? This is Mike's Total Dragon Channel. Uh, we have been snowed in here in my part of North Carolina for the past 3 days. So I was just only today able to get to my shop and pick up my books. So that's why I'm kind of running behind. So I got my books today. It's a pretty big stack. Go ahead and take a look at them, talk about what I got. So we'll go ahead and go ahead and open the stack up. So starting off right here, Black Canary, best of the best. I'm really ready to start reading this. As most of y'all know, I wait until my mini-series are complete to read them, but I continue to hear good things about this book by Tom King and Ryan Sook, and so waiting for it to wrap up is going to be, it's bittersweet having to wait, but once I get a chance to sit there and binge all of them in one shot, it'll be worth the wait. Up next, Superman. I have all 21 issues of this upstairs waiting to crack open to read. So I'm going to make it a point to sit down and binge Josh Williamson's Superman run here in the near future. I hear nothing but good stuff about it. So I'm going to just keep picking it up and adding to it until I get ready to binge all of it. Up next, Metamorpho 2. Absolutely loved issue 1. Al Ewing, like I've said before in regards to this book, I really think he's got something special here. I loved the retro vibe in the last issue. It was very similar. It had the same feel of, a 70s or 60s and 70s style book, with a lot of thought balloons, the editor's notes, the heavy exposition in the little dialogue boxes. So I'm really digging it. So I'm looking forward to this second issue, hoping it's not a sophomore jinx. Helverine, picked up issue 1, loved it a lot more than I thought I would. Again, Benjamin Percy, he is really carved out a niche for himself in the supernatural area of the Marvel Universe, and Helverine is just another good example of that. Absolute Wonder Woman, depending on how this issue goes, Absolute Wonder Woman might turn out to be my favorite of the Absolute line. The last Batman issue didn't really grab me, so Wonder Woman has a chance to widen the lead and overtake Batman. And actually, honestly, Absolute Wonder Woman is my favorite. I don't even need to crack this one open. What I've seen from the past 3 issues dwarfs how I feel about Absolute Batman. So she's already taken that lead. I don't even need to read this issue to make that statement. Power Girl. I was reading this book initially because I like Power Girl and I like Leah Williams. And I kind of fell out of it because they had like a 2-part storyline that was like a kind of fairy tale style, and the art was kind of really quirky, and it didn't do it for me. And then right after those 2 issues, it went right into a big event that I wasn't reading. So to read just Power Girl and not read the rest of the event issues, the crossovers, wouldn't have made a whole lot of sense. But I figured this right here is as good a time as any to jump back into it. New issue of Tom King's Wonder Woman. This book, 17 issues in, and I have loved it all 17. Like I said, this right here, depending on how he wraps it up, is already, you've got a real chance right here to be one of the, what's the word I'm looking for here? One of the most recommended Wonder Woman books. He's doing really great work right here with this character. Ultimate Spider-Man 13. I've kind of, obviously I've made my thoughts I've put my thoughts out there about what I think of the book. It's got really great character work, but far too often is it just boring. But I've heard a lot of things, seen stuff online about how this issue really picks up the action. So this will be good to pick up. So I can't wait to crack this open. Maybe we'll have some punching instead of just sitting around the dinner table talking. Fantastic Four is my favorite book from Marvel, and I think it might be their best superhero book, and has been that way for 28 issues. Uncanny X-Men, I really like this book. Gail Simone has done some good stuff on here. The characters that she's introduced, all 4 of them are brand new, but they've got really cool powers that we've never seen before. She's really taken Rogue and Gambit and basically put them in the parent figure for these new characters here, which is a role we had not used to seeing with them. So this is a really cool read, as you know, Gail Simone's been giving us month in, month out. G.I. Joe, I've got to start on G.I. Joe. I wanted to wait to read the Image G.I. Joe by Hama. I wanted to wait to read it, and I wanted to wait to start it until I had finished the old Marvel stuff. And I finally got the omnibuses for my Kickstarter upstairs, so I need to get on that. But in anything, this cover right here looks super cool. Tom Scioli's Godzilla Masterpiece Theater. This is a miniseries that I'm reading, and I'm pulling it as it goes because generally I like Tom Scioli. I like his work. I like the way he does books. I loved his Stan Lee and Jack Kirby books, his GoBots, his Transformers G.I. Joe crossover. So I think him on Godzilla just seems super fun. So hopefully this will be wrapped up soon and I can go ahead and crack this open. Savage Dragon 275. I'm only about 30 or 40 issues on this behind being current. So I'll just take this one and set it up in the Savage Dragon box and get to it once I get caught up on the rest of the run. Recently, I've gotten into Marvel Star Wars books. So this is the Battle of Jakku, Last Stand, is the last part of the current Star Wars run. After this issue, they're launching all the brand new titles. So this will be basically the conclusion of Marvel and the Star Wars characters that we know from the original film. So this is the Battle of Jakku. I believe after this one, I want to say that all this right here takes place after Return of the Jedi. Yeah. Following the Battle of Endor. So there's been a series of miniseries with these last Star Wars books, and they all take place after Jedi. And this is the last one right here, that big wrap up. And then we've got a couple of books that I had missed out on through various reasons. Either they didn't get pulled, or it wasn't something I overlooked. So Ultimate Black Panther 12, another Star Wars, Space Ghost 8. I picked up 9 last week and realized I didn't have 8, so now I'm going to read these back to back. And this is a super big week for me. This gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, oh my gosh, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Gives us 17 books I picked up this week. And this doesn't count all the back issues that I picked up to help pad out my Star Wars and Vader run. That is a quick breakdown of all the books I picked up this week. It's a really big stack. Fortunately, I had a sizable amount of store credit at my local shop, so I was able to cash in some of that store credit, so that way I didn't have to pay any cash money for these books. let that be a lesson to you. Let your hobby pay for your hobby. So if you have a chance, you got a bunch of books laying around, that's one of the things you can do. Take them down to your shop. You won't get a whole lot of money for them, but it's better than just the space they take up in your house or what have you. But that is it for today. Hopefully we're going to get back on track with videos. The snow set everything back, so it's just been kind of a crazy couple weeks. But you guys enjoy your comics this week. I'm going to go ahead and dive into this stack right now. Have a good day. Stay warm. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.